planting for food and jobs. Wawo ema enum. A friend of modules. Ye di kind ne aduane ye bo aduane ho ban se aduane e be ba mo bi anya bi adi e bo e da fom a se be hiani o osikani o ubenye wonsa be ko ano e tosumi enu the friend of planting for export and rural development and also ye nu abansia e pese ye peja no na be ti se de koko ahwe o man no Afriyie Akoto de sika 2 to 2.5 billion dollars Afriyie no de bre o man for development sa nu abansia abe ene rubber coffee share cashew ni nyina nso pese baako no ye develop ebe se cocoa esika de ba no and bia de sasika no so abre o man amayetimidi ahwe ho na ya tumpon and no your second module third module no vegetables villages 3 villages baako ewa Kumadan in the middle of the country mienu ewo baako obodwiase baako dawinya isi okohwa enya agrokra efre de use greenhouse technology say ye atofode brownie friend vegetables ye pese ye self sufficient ewo maimu na fe ye di become amanone na yiska na yema ba wane yema wo we school no o my agriculture no ye training wo mo say training ni pa cost 600 mu bebre say wo mo Israel we training program na wo mo boy homo de do mo ko Israel 11 months mo ko ye adwuma say be o mo sabe ko adwuma no so ansana wo ma ba ma ban aso mo sisi cinema omo so ati omo adwuma of villages no amo na fe if you are your livestock I guess a friend of rearing for food and jobs so the bear and kukoye ne moye no so betumpon and also adwuma igusu den na fe de twato no mechanization farm mechanization munim say nipa dodo no fuo Ghana no akuafo no dodo no an omo ye fuo nketenkete eka 9 eka num eka mienu na omo de ahwe o man abesi ne commercial farming no afina ise eno so mu peja na nemienu nyina na hia mfidi a ebebo omo se de be adwuma a omo ye no ebre no so betie nti eno so ya de a egusu de ndi a ye di ho adwuma sani enkwada ni enum ya planting for food and jobs ade omo bay eno na se egusu a ye ma ye peja baako amakwafo enso wo mo brelo so abafom na Ghana so enye ntoma papa efra
Adabonti enkola num ya waka ho asemi yo mo de he na aso aba ye beka se ebu wo man yi mo
se pa de aso aba e aduane
okay aduane mo de he
aduane a brownie friend grains aye abro ne mo ne ayuonom ne niama no eno na e kire se wohwe West Africa nyina se Ghana aha na omo nyina be fa aduane ekokudi if say covid ba ni enema ACCC amanso wo West Africa no ama kuayo no ekofom enti omo free north Nigeria omo free Niger omo free Burkina Faso omo se sia ya sha sia ye twa abroni ade no bibia enwa kra say kanen no na ye kofa aduane efiri Cote d'Ivoire bode ni ade ene ye de bode ni ehun ne ma no eko pesika de ba oman na je say no ye food security module of planting for food and jobs no ye na dwuma papa
honorable Ebrasem a wokan recently say what poultry farmers no na mo shun say bro ni ho enti no ma also say ebrebu
I say unim say adwuma yi say the wa wokan no ye no mfienum na ebe wote say poultry farmer bi aka asem bibia no
this year o makasa
meba eno an say Afriyie twam yi enso anto over southern part of the country the Ocean Forest Belt in the southern part of the country you have 2 rainy seasons the major season eba May June July August. I'm signing a minor seasonal. I shall see August, September, October. Last year, no, the me no so nanto. In the southern part, no, a Haiti and Palma, just a bro, me say me kai, die ebe trouble 7th December. On the 6th, nam se me kwadra, na makore, said the MPP a campaign no ko. Na utra, mampa kusie dra left and right. We am cry na je say wabomo just say nsuo na ntama bro ni nyina ahye just say nye Hong Kong, the whole of the central belt ne eba south ni nyina no nsuo na nto ye lucky say isremu de nsuo no toy nti antimi ama shortage no anye say de nka wo say eno ntina home and popoe na poultry farmers kan ho asemi na me ka cho say CI yes, I teach bro the whole country north for I feel harvest no eba and a Saturday and also I shall say some no wanting view from Potiphar.
Honorable Auntie, the southern part ye challenges obinka se sambra and next year so see a same challenges measures ben amudia to us a ministry.
There be and it says so share records 60 years 70 years back every 4-5 years be in your such rainfall drought no every 4-5 years. We're lucky said 2017 18 19 we had normal rainfall and now we were hit in 2020, so it's almost certain say 2024 sad no be san be drought beba but see no see is ho nema buying SCC warehouses aduochi make us say fi no hand over side aduochi no warehouse na mame be Grains Development Authority be control duane amanoni omo mufra bontin betoko na authority no so edu say sambre ya bono ekofom no almost what to be the CEO warehouses said the bear when it comes to May, June, July, August, the prices near very high. Omo release my poultry farmers ne other stakeholders. Into when you go so I ho adwuma. Into said the bear poultry farmer no. You bet my home by if you say and no muna yenya protein ye de nya apoma hoden e de wiase. Into ni nyina no be ho adwuma.
I was here for 9 minutes after 9. So, see, now joining our Dr. Afriyie Akoto, a Greek minister, and you know, and come on, Doc. Bodia can planting for food and jobs.
Bibia can planting for food and jobs.
Bodia deliberately, yes,
Bibia Bibia planting for food and jobs. Now, won't you mean Bibia at the same time? Until we yimu kakra, we just say a beboa nina no focus over resources so. That's what we've done, and it's working perfectly. Because they say we share across board vegetables, bibia food production is going up. Growth in agriculture is very rapid, more than the previous years.
As a ministry, more focusing on the production of plantain.
Initial, no, me say.
Yeah.
Say Bordeaux say a friend say Eduani Biano is planting for food and jobs. And now, Ubia Wagana Bia, you are part of planting for food and jobs. But which my a fool garden, I won't say, Nina planting for food and jobs. But you say, ultimately, the strategy is that you have to select a certain number of crops. What strategic importance be so that by bit me engineer the rest because for be no do idea back.
When I'm a question, Nijina.
Yes.
Deliberate selection now, no.
Yes.
Na body account.
Initial, there 5 crops.
Okay.
And then a bro, a more, a you, groundnuts, maize, rice, soya, sorghum, and
let's say cereals.
Yes, cereals. Basically. Yes,
okay.
Yes. So as we went along, there more other crops and so count. So on the crops are more hundreds of them. Ain't because at the same time. Now the strategy has worked because they say, Usha, Bordeaux, even sweet potato no mne nema ni nyina peja se timi de bi kwa ma no ne koton.
Okay.
You say memory day twam na kwaku sapon we body festival e wa agogo ma me koi.
Yeah.
Na de me ko hu no ho no hu kra ni sika ni penye free body sa na yam festivals wo emre bebre yam festivals and also the same thing. And you say I won't say Ghana we should expose I de ko amanone koton volumes no have quadrupled in 4-5 years. They just a strategy of just focusing on the strategic ones to enable the rest to come on is working.
And the serious now we boss no 5 no emudia hina yetumi de kwama no ne na country
we export
countries ben
Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Togo, Niger, Guinea and Cote d'Ivoire. He said we send all these things to around the
that means they say a town in the African countries.
Yes, West Africa, ECOWAS.
Nyam ko the other.
He said he would be back.
Oh wow. And see, I know that what baby are these African countries are wabobosi.
No, ECOWAS.
Yes,
basically.
Okay. And Dabeni call the other countries, East African and so forth.
I know them there. Say, they say, African trade, free trade area. Yeah, and you know, more jadi for no been a catcher, Sabi, I go for say, almost for Uncle Pep, baby, Wagadugu, Joshua, do almost beton board there. And you more opportunities. No, the traders themselves, they will find their way. They will respond to these. Buying a good form.
And currently, as a ministry, the next 4 years, more focus here then.
The focus is to deepen the initiatives that are taking the 5 modules, to expand, to cover more farmers. As of 2020, near reach 1.7 million farming households. We share a census of 2018, agricultural census, just say you have over 3 million farm households. So more or less, the program now are reaching half of Ghanaian farmers. The idea is to expand it to reach all farmers in Ghana as a way of deepening the growth of agricultural development in Ghana.
Farmers would was any war in Ghana.
Now, I can say over 3 million households, farm households. And as of 2020, 1.7 million households were on planting for food and jobs.
But you are saying that we expand it to all the other farmers.
That's the target.
That's why I'm saying how many farmers. Because if we achieve 1.73 million, then moving on, how many are left? What's the idea of mobile count?
It's simple arithmetic. 3 million, they say, we'll reach 1.7. We keep free myself.
Okay. Yeah, see,
well, because I'm saying, yeah, the grains, on a body, and more account. Now, rice insurance, benchmark value, home commodity, the rice is one of the commodities, reverse,
yes,
the benchmark value.
Yes.
As the sector minister, my young are we self-sufficient enough as a country? I am money to me producing enough. And it's here, no say a crowd more, the crowd more my mono. It is a
benchmark value, the impact, they say, it makes imported rice cheaper than local rice. And they are more self-sufficiency, and don't know, and what?
Okay, and as a nation, capacity, production capacity, no, it's saying. Which one
just say, and then there are two just by 2023, 2024, Ghana will be self-sufficient in rice. They say a consumer about 1.2 million metric tons.
1.2 million?
Yeah, metric tons of rice. Last year, we produced about 900,000 metric tons. Yes, it was only 600,000. It's cost. And we are taking measures to ensure that production, especially in the southern part of the country. You see, but yeah, encourage you say, there were a lot of valleys, forest belts, forest regions. All the 5 or 6 forests regions no your valleys and so tatamwa a bit in the dry rice intendo na encourage man rabas omunkum, and they are responding very well. We are giving them improved seed, fertilizer, the machines, the small machines are meeting their melee, so have paddy rice now. We are also bringing in small handheld harvesters, a beboa say basi chamonwa, and yes, this kind of FD and the bicha. To make sure that you better reach your targets, self-sufficiency by 2023.
Factories do saying, and currently, rice milling factories currently in operation.
Mean to me, and can't do, but meaning say, would woman boom capacity about 500,000 metric tons, and a whole challenge, you know, because it needs more mills. Over so 1 million metric tons. Also, 1 million metric tons home machines, but only about half of it. Until you say, Nema aircraft buche, 400 money, I don't know. Mills, be bringing rice and maize mills, rice mills, neither they be break one. A Yankee twank to a bit media acquisition crasiama, or a chat by a mona, or move it my poem and Sunday deco. Ukwa hafuni bron hoba bia omucham emonwa mill bia ni ho ye de ba all the way to Kumasi to mill they say if for so pa womu anka o se kwafo no nya no munya because of transport cost there would be call we mill be charge on nya nti he say a lot of mills and kitwa just a district bia kwa bitime nya bia.
But before budget, a few of the mills I know Mkasa just say fidie no and so munya amoni bi kra no mo dey that's quite worrying.
Honorable problem no say Afriyie Akoto mills about almost set of factories. Working capital was a commercial banks no demand and no farmer. Into any banks not transfer central bank. Did the home coma through ADB ni other shekwan befa so de beboa za adwuma no.
Working capital no na be mo nya
say no na ukuta ubetimi akoto paddy rice
no na wa be million.
Yes. He say wonim say alata for no befa ebinum befa paddy rice free eko kanoni kaduna no eko pohun. Enya ho fa so no more so nti se ye ni na Ghana bibia betra adwuma beba ne faso beba so na adagina betra Ghana nti sese ye di sa mills no eba omaimu na mum commercial friends say banks no and also mo boa na mutimi ma wo mo dwetra mo do ba ko top paddy rice na ba mo factory abe po a package e aton ma manfo.
One of the very essential inputs fertilizer. You can say fertilizer bojina say honorable.
Will say me say na make as a petrol bo you buy a fee a chassis and $50 per bar and a drew 80 and untina now say to petrol money nema so sooner fertilizer any other chemicals dear phone there's shortage on the world market. In Timinuka say 50 cents say urea fertilizer type near tono would be a temaporta near $310 per metric ton and only baby edu 920 it is fertilizer born we asna a costro a bohwa as a bohun bill. That is the problem that we are facing. Factories are war UK nominate a big shut down. Yara factories are war United Kingdom any on the continent almost had to be down because gas and wiring. Gas work through to the sense that it's not even profitable for some of the factories to produce.
But the increment, you know, because I say for more upper east region, issues. So last year, fertilizer na ton 42 Ghana cedis. Afriyie ton 48 Ghana cedis. It's a MPK.
It costs more than that.
Oh really?
And I make a way, make a just one making. Me say, afraid to say. Now urea price $310 per metric ton landed at Tema Port. Tiasma Mekayo.
Me too.
Yeah. And they over $920 per metric ton. 3 times in 1 year. And so you fertilizer.
You have no control
over
prices.
Yeah, we have to buy if you talk from an owner. It is not a bend. Petrol prices cost really or world market. Yes, so now say 2 more because it means subsidizing. So let me check. The same thing. Say petrol oil price moved from $50 to $80. Now fertilizer urea from $310 to $920. What can we do about it?
Because urea last year na 40 Ghana cedis. This year urea is selling at 45 Ghana cedis.
It will go much more than that.
I see.
Oh yeah. No, we have a serious.
No, but banisana and input most of the if there's a component by money control over to fertilizer they are watching a better for no.
Well, because canena for more do no money fertilizer dinda planting for food and jobs now be popularizing no who say so would the more draw improve seed a chef form now the fertilizer goes so a year of being free, harvest have been free, 3-4 times more until it's more profitable to apply fertilizer. Now, the bar say, if I say popularize the application of fertilizer, into a tear so man of bad form said they bear a quafono, a bit try, almost harsh say, and requests a draw with the good or force unya and no by no cassie. And we've proven it many times to them. This everybody's who.
Oh
yeah, of course. That's any produce. As
a ministry, planter produce fertilizer Ghana.
So fertilizer, the major input of fertilizer, gas. It's only the last 3-4 years na Ghana produce gas for ourselves. Until Fena. Any Moroccans, any other big producers, no. If say, you be the plant, and also fertilizer plant that costs at least $1.5 billion. And yes, Kakituo. Yakoja Sasio tomorrow. Your name foreign companies. Kasian also di nkutahon say omba invest such huge amount of money. Now it may use excess gas as I say Ghana yenyano. They produce fertilizer and may acquire for no so any beato. Until I know you are there, Bangusu, then they are.
Okay. I was saying a great minister, Dr. Honorable Afriyie Akoto, and then Afriyie and Komo, between Adoni or Facebook, na Afi, Komo, the Oho Abekan, for comment to a Benjamin Afriyie kind. The Kwesi MC dealing with the sexta no brana fi yenhwe budget no and ebeto dwa ne Ghana fo nyina megidi say omo pe atienchiremu a omo pepa ye shase a the tax on Momo transactions and
just a quick one. Answer na honorable ebeboura budget no honorable quickly mean chip way in because a message aba honorable would you say sir largely aduane bo ayefo jom
aduane de say that America no enam say you rely on rainfall no production no follow rainfall inti emre a nsuo beto no yedua na se boost se kan ya na aduane ebu na ne bo na ba fom eba fom a na dry season no ba na aduane stocks e ho no ye di na sa na any boko so the afibiano it goes up and down. The important thing they say nebo on the market no what I say is going up and down in that trend no over the last 4 years compared to the previous 4 years I buy no we compare the nebo for pa
I don't know about it is
I mean come be
yeah
me ko Kumasi me drew when you were you Kumasi omo ye kwele wole anajo pa and Adom Akoto for 2 years now ye unya bi Kumasi because na body cry no na would have kwele And then corner bia kokumazia ubi tonkelele. These are indicators to you, say things have improved. Now, Drew baby, I am a for no. Very quickly they forget that we've gone through a very hard period with food production and prices. I said I'm making about there near Afriyie Ivory Coast, and there and go forward to me could be a market. It will Burkina Faso say here tombo there. I free Ghana, a free Agogo. Na say e bi no ha yedi anko e betimi di bi akwa manene.
Honorable Obabi officer otie yen obekojum ne akwa akodija. Expectation be na ode man okojum.
Oh, Senator no anasem. Me suri su kojum.
Yes.
You be answer kojum.
And when you kojum obeka say no ma boy.
Na de bi say obeka cha say do ani ni ha. Then I'm in trouble.
Yeah, but aduane so bua ma price in the buffer.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
And relatively, Obeka said the price of foodstuffs.
May catch you say, this is the harvesting season, both in the north and the south. This is Omugusua ye bua bro and the more near you and Yamanema. Tamale price, Kumasi, Secondly. Yeah, you're over 200 officers, Ministry of Food and Agriculture, monitoring prices and reporting prices in all these markets on a daily basis. We analyze them and we know the trends. This year, Duanibo, compared to a month ago, Duanibo is cheaper than a month ago.
You see, Honorable,
it's going to be, please, let me explain to you. There's no institution in Ghana, or Nipa, your market, I monitor prices. There's no, except Minister of Food and Agriculture. Ubibe Tranka, no name there was Tamale, unim there was secondly. Ubibe Trans secondly, unim there was Ejura. But we have personnel in all major markets in Ghana. It can be beer or some GAT. Oh, what I'm saying is prices across Ghana and Neno is lower than a month ago. And it's going to be lower a month from now because we've got into that period where food prices are coming down.
Okay, Honorable, and no because Jomato tomatoes, miensa 5 cedis. Ne boarding.
Anybody say, what do you mean?
Tomatoes miensa yet on 5 cedis. You know, or they compare
the question is too personal. Some is of such national significance. You need statistics to be able to answer that question. I cannot tell you who say body. How would I know?
No, but you just said that you have people in the market.
Yes, of course.
And the feedback.
But the feedback wouldn't be instant. It's a national thing they are doing. People, they have to bring in the data. It has to be analyzed. Which I say, you can't tell me so. The price is the same and net price is the same.
How do they file their report? Quarterly, annually?
No. I'm saying on a daily basis.
On a daily basis.
Yes, to their various offices and districts and regions before it comes to national.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a system.
Okay. Right, it's about 30 minutes after 9. What do we feed to Dr. Afriyie Akoto, a Greek minister, and Chichin Kamotsije, Samri, a better budget in him. Nafi. First question on the budget for today.
Yeah, sir, maybe sir, Honorable Sankofa, on Tremu, a 2 abeda mumu no eswono. And I see a Ghana phone in here in Chirimu, a dear pa na buying a ewo transactions ahodwa ye beye ewo sikamani ye money Honorable Jibrena feature mu
they only say omen omo mutua tax would the tax linya bom compared to your total economic activity only about 12% of GDP, which is about half of our neighboring countries. Côte d'Ivoire, Togo, and Sierra Leone. It's about 20 to 25% of GDP. Yes, and collected taxes now. Because the mechanism, I will say, the first way they collected taxes now a week. And yet, Ubia radio and I buy me boy you fertilizer san roads not say I buy ni answer sika the sika no so aband be o man ye no so if ye ho ene agije na nipa kakra bi na etua taxi same kwana between age e dey develop man na nipa do no anzu ntua tax because most of the work nipa o me adwuma man ye boni friend informal system will be a query table tea corner beer all town abroad will be on tax. There's no means of taxing most of the activities in the economy. And fortunately, technology as ama say your electronic means of trading, transacting, business, remittances, and all of that. Ghana had last 4 years. You're talking about billions of cities worth of transactions. No, be able to put a phone. Ubi e-commerce. It be no more cranium for their personal use, be for commercial use and all those things. Let's just say a hono a corner be say a buying between sika a free ho a dear be developer main. And son and no bebano. Not petrol. And they tax levies to so say well price cost right. Now it said it's a cost right the last few months petrol cost right. It said make catch up about fertilizer. Hey, we don't produce in any quantity.
And there are more control also.
Yes.
Okay.
It is the well market no. And no na I will say omo use petrol no. Omo was a checker. About me confess because all the subsidizing sir. Enti se enya kwan foforo a ye fa so a amanfo dodo no an so transactions sir. Na we say ho ne ekoko pesika e de be develop man. If you say people were praying so levy on fuel e bompa ya say ma akufuado watie amanfo e se emfa e bi to so if it's a well price cost into me on top of that the tax so at the same time no say make a developments or memo make kind about fertilizer subsidy near the yina is kakro no nti se enya kwan a amanfo dodo no afa so idea transactions na so ye ko na tax no free why they be development.
But Munjin said by so doing no more discourage majority of Ghanaians he say mama ya beje sa cashless policy no atum. He say mo be tax the same policy no mo de buy no. He say messendi sika na ye betime that amount there and na this can be shame share mo baby na me fa ma anya dey am use sa
share me fa ma share me okenye tia na me fa ma say that na titina na ka no so but the thing is this Mr. asuma wo kan se beba se ema yenim na yen they say wunim said the rose you be a can was a rose near that they can free right from independence and na aban no yen timi anya maintenance I expand and maintain a rose and na ni nyina ba beto yen ase enti you don't expect say instantly no e ba ko pesika be free baby abaye rose nyina so taxes are man betua no and no be na de sa akwan.
Honorable, it has added up because transaction in now ordered that from my bank account to my mobile money wallet now
and the company
okay and me year free me wallet no so cra no me do vendor ho na me use scanner free so no so certain telcos unless if you bet me about Vodafone mo dey no charge
yes
but such charges on ordered that
and we are corporate.
And I buy the
say, I don't know your corporate. You are finding a new means of taxing most Ghanaians. It say Ghana folk are crazy and tax bed in your bedroom. Into Makola market. Now, what is I call fees or a Holy Child, and I say St. Louisa. That is a way, an opportunity for us because a Jumana would away no Macolano. It has no means of taxing it. So, it be beer, you say, you be a quano. Now, within 3-4 years. Maybe a side transaction a year control, and it's all of us. And yes, one more music can go and I say here for Inina, and will be answer war memoir, also tear football. And on the mind. Yes, oh, Wakobubi or Bibusia at their bay. So, yeah, be a say a debt, say a Koji loan. A loan near the developer your mind. You drew point. I was say Ghana Funina will be a contributor. And so through the contribution, no, you bet me raise more taxes. They say, yeah, okay, you bet me raise between 8 and 10 billion Ghana cities. I did be you bet to be there roads, you bet there Nema. So, tax in anywhere. You say here go for tax. Yes, I'm first a tax no go to fuel so. I already feel prices, transport costs, near that cost no. Now man for more burden for just a few of us. You better say benya a quantrinia. Yina anasi ni padodo no namso no. Na yeteti en kakra na yede ba futo no yede be buya man yede develop of my Ghana. It's a fairer way of raising taxes. Who can say would do sika be kokejetia now can say koko ni for ko jusika if you somewhere the risk we
from saying
koko ni the pickpockets what do you kokejetia say ko tubo to me use sika no there's a big risk so it me say Subetia, as soon as said the amount for a rank amount for so your Ubijai. No, it won't happen. This new technology is modern technology, is going to stay and it's going to grow. And that's the highway for collecting taxes from as many Ghanaians as possible to develop this country.
Okay, but Osha figure, Finance Minister did out of 30.8 million Ghanaians, only 2.3 million. And Omutia tour as we speak. That's woefully inadequate.
Yes.
And you talk about widening the tax net.
Yes.
Much property rate. Plans men
share Oba me fee ewo Kumasia. Meti ho and a rubber bino bema be buy say omukuta ye property rate. Ibusa say property rate 230 cities. Oh, Kumasi. And I'm going to say, now taxi gram of a bar, I go to say, you know,
230.
I'm telling you. So, I have Bruchan, maybe a million cities. So, indeed, Nina, so property tax. Ukotumwa manfwe na but Nina no yeah
but enka honso na sika no ye benya free since boja fo obi oton to so ko send 100 Ghana cedis e to atusu
I will offer to property for the draw
because honorable untimi first ka be 1 million Ghana cedis enko si property nsi ho wo bra kwan a eko fie ho no kra enye na ye mfa to meto me ameto pure water no me send me ma 100 Ghana we kra se no na ye ntete sa to no emfa me ye kwan no a wo wa sha da so akosi 1 million property esi ho
no me to say pa me adwena me say if you back kuna community akomiansa so entino yen hwe se obia wo say o man wutua tax bia wutua tax na fe depend na ye depend we 1.75 me bwana and e to so yes hwe say the never be say the same thing so property you know ye ho adwuma a person say all the properties in Ghana are now numbered and they are on our database. Yes. Then we send valuers to go and value these houses independently of everything. Now, they also edit to swear through local government for no boy and Jesus Kana at the Bay and Puntio. So, ultimately, could sit down Cote d'Ivoire. Now, a year worth maybe 500,000. They are due tax 10 cities. Now, because a rabbano or Berman, maybe almost say I taxi crowd with the free home office by me honor. They say no my bitch now with the book I have printing at the cost of even coming to me to collect this 230 now. More than the now home first one is saying yes, there's no tax on property. But on my bien what tiwa with my casse what's you dying na untria photo. It doesn't happen. So intini na no and the show say photo I was 2 hours will be a triano. Do one one tria. Whether it's property or income tax or profit tax on profits, and yet the be a becca so Abame say, Abame say no, a nina is a castle. And untina, it is a levy.
Okay, another issue Enra, one of the highlights you start initiative for Ghana near on Tiasie you might be 2 minutes for the you start initiative
Kanena na uwe square wajuma chanwo abajuma mono abamono echem samre na yemreso ube wiele gono wajuma da ho twan wo kaja ho twan wo bangaloje e wo ho twan echem say nipa omo eba out of tertiary institutions over 350,000 adwuma ewo eni ho nti o say eboa omo betimi omo entrepreneurial spirit etimi ton niema as a creative niema all kinds of designs that you know etimi boa about to be so masane. That's the essence of the you start say omo shase no ebebo mo dwetire $1 billion Ghana cedis. There are 2 for such marvelous initiative. So say there's a procedure that you have to go through. Once you've gone through it, also the share national a bind the bema. So say the bear enquiry say bibiano also a band also funny pan word no baby and now creating more opportunities for more jobs.
Okay, who qualifies for how you start initiative?
Oh, say no there say the youth in general, but specific areas are details yet to be worked out in detail as who qualify, but generally you have to have a certain minimum standard of education. At the episode, you have to have some training in it. So, and people that have worked with you should be able to give some evidence. Say, yes, you've gone through that training.
Okay.
To reduce the risk. Say, I didn't quite wastage. Now say, be a person me electronics. Is it be an onima to friend? No, could you America? No, could na say.
Okay.
We need to make sure.
1 billion Ghana cedis. Sikabuti and HR 200. Says Kano. You be done with him. Be free here.
Budget. It's in the budget. We put it in the budget for 2022. And Yamia Adom Parliament approval. We started.
But we should know where that's going to come from. It's in the budget.
Yes.
But I say it must be free consolidated fund. And
no, the budget is consolidated fund.
Free. A toya
consolidated fund.
Well, I was here 15 minutes at the top of the hour. We're joining Dr. Afriyie Akoto, Greek Minister, and Education Commander. Doc, Yansha Roto. Me patron, ye kind budget, ya na nyome what budget no mina it take effect from that thing.
Do one it take effect from the parliament then pass a law. But near many be already no. Emrano Muno. Minister no who can say oye nsesan bia enye ade a ewo we say no ye de enye ade a yekoyi sika afri aban mu na I say was say parliament pass
Baroto say a tax a levy me boy
but say you see if we are going to increase that levy and now say but yes you chemo.
See, you levy BF, we don't need parliament.
You are reducing. You don't know there. It's not it's not an expenditure by the citizens. So parliament know how to make sure there are controls on taxes and so on. Now I was here DBBI no come or no approval in society won't be I see there be where the print Muntu so and as a money for not daddy. But where there. The citizen is being allowed to use the road for free for the first time in I don't know how many years.
Honorable, I recall, sir, Emrana Rose Minister, or more interview, no. Now, more the Brenna Shenesa, or Casa, or be advocate, near increase road toll, or Casa at an everton.
But I need an everton, no management, and I feel so, no, Messia, no, my and it's a decision, a cabinet decision.
Okay.
And any Papa decision. And President Ramos is the chairman of the cabinet. And they are the highest level of government, and the decisions are now a free bank.
Okay, and Tim, what's the objective?
Oh, objective, really say. Sartosi, it raises only 68 million Ghana cedis. So,
across the country?
Yeah. Only 68 million. Now, should the inconvenience I call. Nipati line for 30 minutes, especially commercial drivers wasting precious time near daddy. Na QC or collection is so who's a city. So it not just a face of crown or more a nipa or more a tax. Almost so. Maybe say me is Legon. Ubaba me area ho asphalt. Bibia Kama. It's been road toll. Because there's no toll between East Legon and the ministry office. Yes. So, and so me a high salary person no be a free.
But that's how honorable crowd the office what my crank and the habitual because you are the Greek minister.
Oh well, and the office is
but
the point I'm making is it's a very unfair tax. Afford to say Betrankana to Tuaco a chain. And you know, or more rent that I didn't to question. Or no more bar. I told you. Yeah, Titi, I bet you a piano. Yeah, fair hoody. So it is not fair. And it's not now come about he levy. Is the fairest means of making sure that everybody is in the tax net. Oh, and you know, 68 million, the inconvenience, of course, so calculating economic terms. Petrol, be in the queue, time a month will be wasted in coming to Accra or Kumasi and so on. Wouldn't hear about the loss of income, and it's not worth it. The air calculations now, who say, and who knew first was there, a bit a month for no pizza. It's any fuel, near your fuel.
And yeah, freeway now am I 68 million, yes, as you said.
Yes.
And yeah, freeway am saying
road, it was meant to maintain the roads.
Yes, sure.
They say he levy maybe I maintain roads. So you do the same work. Or even better because you are getting more revenue now. A portion of which will go to road construction and maintenance. So why do you have a repeat?
But honorable, there are also some charges on some services. They said DVLE, Okocha Road Worth, and it's an So then acquire robbing Peter road tolls no free or but Ubechiano indirectly.
Whether tolls or not, you still pay your on those services. It's just to reduce. It doesn't mean automatically it's levies no cost road. No, we haven't touched there at all. It means it makes life easier and also less burdensome for vehicle drivers, especially commercial vehicle drivers.
Honorable Minister, we a guy, Yanko Street Talk, me and Tia Diancro for Kawa Bonte. You chroma issue.
This year is saying.
Share this.
So Toya and I joke is only a Kuntukata.
I'm going to put you in your boys, I ask you, honorable. Boys, I ask you. And now, baby, I'm one a hundred pounds. Yeah.
The entire metro as they say petrol prices a cost well price a cost to a cost near the Adama. They say a we share trotron Nina tutum. So I know dear me Okasa from that point of view. Metiasi. But not all aspects of life in ISH.
No, but no bonus fuel air affect BBR.
Oh yes, no, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
So I know there. is something which is beyond the control of this government, because it's a global thing. And they come once. So, who you say, would they own contract say I need $50? Now, if you could do $80, who so because who try $50, it means also will be absorbable $30 difference. Who should have a government? We don't have the money. Into the consumer, the person who is benefiting from the fuel, should bear the cost. So, and you know there, who can say, Metro say, in relation to transport near Ibibiano, the cost. But apart from that, no, there are other things that buying yeah. It has reduced the burden on the ordinary taxpayer. Free education, for instance. Government spends 3-4 billion.
Before free education, what can be said? Said there, BBIS globally near dear Sikeni Hop, Montemir. So what happened to your discussions come there?
Sometimes not COVID, my.
The COVID anywhere they are near discussion.
COVID no. I am more underestimating the impact it's having on the global economy. Me who clip will be American video news item. Somebody complaining bitterly to Biden say food prices have gone up so high they can't be. Now I was surprised. Hey, America pan will be the king of foodstuffs, and there will be to me so bitter. What person to Biden say? So when you just sign a Biden here and control no. So, and it's nothing to do with Biden. Biden came at the height of the COVID, and a lot of things have shut down. Even American fertilizer price from $310 to $920 in 1 year. These are all the impact of COVID. You cannot run away from it. Opposition for more COVID, but COVID is having an impact. It's inflation across the United Kingdom says prices are rising. In the US, prices are rising. And then UK, London, the heart of London, there's a queue for petrol. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, very much.
Yes. United Kingdom, in the heart of the United Kingdom, they are queuing for petrol. That's all to Ghana Hannah say. Now we can be isolated from Nemeko. Now you are not being realistic with this government. Seriously.
Kwasi, I'm saying Akabe Simano Bay Num.
Yeah,
Honorable.
Quickly, Honorable Yanjo Ajincho, and after the budget presentation, minority or more press conference, I'm going to say Ghana for prepare for more hardship. Because budget, and even though I Jinkwa budget, and Bejo Bianca.
Oh, William, you remind me of, I was in Parliament for 8 years in opposition.
Yeah.
8 years in opposition.
Yeah.
It was like hell. I was saying the same thing.
Opposition, I want you to bow. Yeah.
I wish Gaba could have been able to opposition.
Opposition, wow. You've always been fresh. No.
If you know my history.
No, but at least you're more fresher.
I'm free.
Honorable, sometimes opposition kasa, it reflects the reality. But just say,
no. Look, and some of comments be a material and run, and then no. I'm amazed. Say, economy no at tear pansam is economy Ghana economy. Ukobe bia outside this country. Now so the minister from Ghana. They were sorry, so on. No, Parliament was economy at Japan. Conform be invest in this country, both along the west coast of Africa and around the world. Nippon Mobami office looking for opportunities of investment in agricultural sector. It is out is handsome now. You begin to wonder, go for it. They no more. I mean, this is propaganda as is West.
Honorable, my final question. Now, my Mama CJ.
Yeah.
As a country, you hear a new presidential jet.
When it's just an issue, it goes back many years. So when you go outside on a conference, we share countries of less endowment, and the way they treat their presidents and their leaders. Ghana, I think we take too much for granted.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because
you
no, I'm not saying that. But no, maybe. So we share language or radio so. Language go for use for our president, for instance. You never go to any country where they use that kind of language on their president or their ministers.
Beyond the language, do we need a new presidential?
No, I want to put it in context. So,
but the context, we need it.
Say or no, every America, but now they had to return to base in America because there was a fault on the jet. Wouldn't him say a risk?
Until you're here for frost, I know, Patrick.
No, what I'm saying, maybe Mr. Wouldn't say a risk.
No, until risking it, you're here for frost.
If you want to risk the life of your president, then you don't need one.
Honorable, do you say that we need a new presidential jet? Do you agree?
No, but you see, this question you're asking, compared to Nkomaye DNA, Nkomaye DNA are more fundamental. You are bringing it into some personal issues.
No, it has been in the public domain. We need it.
No.
Yes, seeking your consent. Do we need a new presidential jet?
Seeking my consent.
Yes, do we need it?
Of course, I need the protection of my president.
So we need it.
At any cost. I want to protect the life and safety of the president of the republic.
So we need it.
Well, if it means that we have to have a new jet, so be it.
Dr. Afriyie Akoto, we are too much.
Doc, the last time I was introduce you and Obo Wooding. So you want to be president? Is that true? Do you want to be president?
No. Now, Munim agro DNA.
I'm going to do every day.
Excellency, the president.
Oh, listen. The president carries a lot of humor.
And to win your own. I'm just one of those every year.
Grandma.
Adom FM.